Hello, and welcome to our cybersecurity training video. This training series is designed to equip you with the knowledge and expertise you need to thrive in the ever-evolving world of technology. In today's digital age, threats to your organization's data and systems are everywhere. But fear not. With the right knowledge and practices, you can fortify your digital fortress against cyber threats. Please remember, it's not just about protecting your data, it's about safeguarding your organization's reputation and ensuring business continuity. Before we dive into the specifics on how to protect yourself and your organization from IT threats, let's first understand the basics of cyber threats. By establishing a robust understanding of the basics, we can build a strong framework upon which to explore the complexities and nuances of cybersecurity with clarity and confidence. Initially, our focus will be to learn and gain insights on the different types of cyber threats that are lurking on the internet. The first and most common cyber threats are malware, short for malicious software. Malware is any software intentionally designed to cause damage to a computer, server, client, or computer network. It includes viruses, worms, trojans, spyware, adware, and more. Malware can steal sensitive information, corrupt data, disrupt operations, and even render systems inoperable. The second major cyber threat is phishing. Phishing is a type of cyber attack where attackers masquerade as trustworthy entities in electronic communications to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information, such as passwords, credit card numbers, or other personal data. Phishing attacks often come in the form of emails, instant messages, or text messages that appear to be from legitimate sources, but in fact it directs recipients to malicious websites or prompt them to disclose confidential information. The third major cyber threat comes from social engineering. Social engineering cyber threats are manipulative tactics used by cybercriminals to trick individuals into divulging sensitive information or performing actions that compromise security. These threats exploit human psychology rather than technical vulnerabilities, making them a significant challenge for cybersecurity professionals. Examples of social engineering cyber threats include pretexting, where cybercriminals create a false scenario to gain the trust of individuals and extract confidential information from them. Additionally, there is baiting, where attackers offer something enticing, such as a free download, to lure victims into clicking on malicious links or downloading malware. The fourth common cyber threat is identified as ransomware. Ransomware is a type of malware that encrypts a victim's files or locks their computer system, demanding a ransom payment in exchange for restoring access. It is commonly spread through phishing emails or malicious websites. Once individuals are infected, they are typically instructed on how to make a ransom payment, often in cryptocurrencies, to receive the decryption key. The fifth and final cyber threat comes from the newly introduced AI deepfake technology. AI-generated deepfake videos and audio can be used for impersonation attacks, where attackers mimic the voices or appearances of trusted individuals to deceive employees into divulging sensitive information or performing unauthorized actions. Therefore, from malware attacks that can cripple your systems to phishing emails aimed at stealing sensitive information, the threats are diverse and ever-evolving. But with proper training and awareness, you can mitigate these risks. In the upcoming sections, we will explore methods to safeguard yourself and minimize these risks and to counter these cyber threats. One of the simplest yet most effective ways to enhance security is through robust password management. Weak passwords are like an open invitation to hackers. Your password must be a combination of letters, numbers, and symbols with a minimum of 6 characters. Remember, a strong password is a crucial component of protecting your online accounts and sensitive information from unauthorized access. So it is your first line of defense. A strong password also protects you from credential stuffing, where attackers use previously stolen usernames and passwords to gain unauthorized access. It also gives you peace of mind, knowing that you've taken steps to secure your online accounts and sensitive information, which reduces the anxiety associated with potential data breaches or unauthorized access. Another effective way to protect yourself and your organization from cyber threats is by enabling two-factor authentication. It is critical to enable two-factor authentication wherever possible, especially for critical accounts like email, banking, social media, and other critical software used to house sensitive company data. Two-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring a secondary verification method, such as a code sent to your mobile device, in addition to your password. Here is how it works. When you enable two-factor authentication for an online account, you'll typically need to provide 2 forms of identification to verify your identity. Something you know, like a password, and something you have, like a smartphone or security token. Here are the different types of two-factor authentication. Number 1 is a SMS two-factor authentication. In this method, a verification code is sent to your mobile phone via text message, which you will need to enter before logging in. The second method involves authenticator apps. Users can utilize applications such as Google Authenticator or Microsoft Authenticator to create time-based one-time passwords. These passwords are then entered as the second factor after logging in. Hardware tokens are third on the list. These physical encrypted devices produce unique one-time passwords continuously and interact directly with the service to verify your identity. Finally, number 4 is biometric authentication. Some devices and services support biometric factors, like fingerprint or facial recognition. It offers enhanced security by verifying unique physical traits. It ensures only authorized users access devices or accounts, adding an extra layer of protection and boosting overall security. As mentioned earlier, phishing attacks are among the most common and deceptive forms of cyber threats. Hackers use clever tactics to trick unsuspecting employees into revealing sensitive information. By staying vigilant and questioning the authenticity of unexpected emails, you can ward phishing attempts and protect your organization's data. Here are some steps to protect yourself from phishing emails. Number 1. Verify sender identity. Always verify the identity of the sender before responding to any email or message, especially if it asks for sensitive information or urges immediate action. Check the email address or sender's name carefully for any signs of spoofing or impersonation. Number 2. Be cautious of urgent requests. Phishing emails often create a sense of urgency to prompt quick action. Be aware of emails that threaten consequences for not responding immediately, or claim that your account will be suspended unless you take action promptly. Number 3. Inspect URLs and links. Hover your mouse over hyperlinks in emails to preview the URL before clicking on them. Check if the URL matches the intended destination and watch out for misspelled domain names, extra subdomains, or unusual characters, which are common in phishing attempts. Number 4. Avoid providing personal information. Never provide sensitive information like passwords, credit card numbers, social security numbers, or account credentials, in response to unsolicited emails, messages, or phone calls. Legitimate organizations typically don't ask for this information via email. And finally, number 5, report suspected phishing attempts. If you receive a suspicious email or message, report it immediately to NSE Tech's Managed Service Team. Reporting phishing attempts helps your organization and NSE Tech in identifying and preventing future attacks. Safe web browsing and downloads are paramount for maintaining the security and integrity of organizational networks and data. In today's digital landscape, where cyber threats are everywhere, employees must be vigilant and knowledgeable about best practices to mitigate risks. Here are the critical steps to follow when browsing the web or downloading files. First and foremost, use trusted websites. Stick to reputable websites when browsing the internet. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or visiting potentially harmful sites that could contain malware or phishing attempts. Secondly, use secure connections. Whenever possible, browse the internet using secure connections, such as HTTPS. Also avoid using public Wi-Fi networks on your work devices and workstations, as they may be vulnerable to snooping and interception. Thirdly, be cautious with downloads. Exercise caution when downloading files from the internet onto your computer. Only download files from trusted sources, and be wary of email attachments or downloads from unfamiliar websites. The fourth step is to follow company policies. Adhere to your company's acceptable use policies for internet browsing and downloading. Respect any restrictions or guidelines put in place to safeguard company assets and data. Limit your internet browsing and downloading activities to work-related tasks. Avoid visiting non-work-related websites or downloading personal files on your work device, as this can expose your device to unnecessary risks. The final step is to be mindful of personal information. Avoid sharing sensitive personal or company information online unless necessary. Be cautious when entering personal details on websites and only provide information to trusted and reputable sources. In the event of encountering suspicious content, website or any downloadable files, immediate action should be taken, such as closing the browser or disconnecting from the network, and reporting the incident to NSE Tech IT department. By adhering to these suggested principles and fostering a culture of cybersecurity awareness, organizations can mitigate the dangers associated with web browsing and downloads. This safeguards their valuable data and maintains a secure digital environment. Smartphone cybersecurity is essential for protecting personal and sensitive information in today's interconnected world. With smartphones being integral to our daily lives, it's crucial to implement security measures to safeguard against various threats. Using work smartphones safely involves several key practices to protect sensitive information and maintain security. The primary step is to always have password protection on your smartphone. Always set up a strong password, PIN, or biometric authentication to unlock your device. This prevents unauthorized access in case the phone is lost or stolen. Secondly, smartphone users must update apps regularly. So keep your device's operating system, apps, and security software up to date. Updates often contain patches for security vulnerabilities. Thirdly, use secure connections. Avoid connecting to unsecured or public Wi-Fi networks, especially when accessing sensitive work-related data. The fourth step involves activating app security. Ensure that app security features on your smartphone are enabled to scan applications for malware and any unusual behavior. Grant only essential permissions to applications approved by your organization. The fifth step is to only use official app stores. Therefore, download apps only from official app stores like Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Third-party app stores may host malicious apps that can compromise your device's security. The sixth practice is to strictly use smartphones for work purposes only. It's important to refrain from using your work smartphone for personal tasks, especially those that include sensitive information or risky online activities, like social media use and posting content outside of your organization. Finally, the last and critical practice is to report lost or stolen devices immediately. If your work smartphone is lost or stolen, report it to your manager and NSE Tech IT department immediately. They can take necessary steps to safeguard sensitive information and possibly remotely wipe the device. By following these guidelines, you can significantly reduce the risk of security breaches and protect both your personal and work-related data on your smartphone. As an employee within an organization, educating yourself on cyber threats is crucial to safeguarding sensitive information and data. One effective way to enhance your knowledge is by regularly reading cybersecurity blogs, articles, and news updates from reputable sources. Staying informed about the latest trends and techniques used by cybercriminals can help you identify potential threats and take proactive measures to prevent cyber attacks. Additionally, engaging in discussions with colleagues who specialize in cybersecurity or IT can provide valuable insights and practical tips on how to recognize and respond to various cyber threats within the organization. By staying informed and actively seeking out information on cyber threats, you can play a pivotal role in maintaining a secure digital environment for your organization. To recap, keep in mind these safe computing practices. Create strong passwords, activate two-factor authentication, steer clear of suspicious links and downloads, and safeguard your smartphones to ward off cyber threats. In conclusion, cybersecurity is a critical aspect of our digital world that requires constant vigilance and proactive measures to protect sensitive information and maintain privacy. By staying informed about the latest threats and following security best practices, we can all contribute to creating a safe digital environment for ourselves and our organizations. Remember, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility, and with the right knowledge and tools, we can defend against cyber threats and safeguard our digital assets. Finally, we wanted to thank you for taking the time to watch our training video. We welcome and encourage any inquiries, feedback, or insights you may have. Thus, we invite you to connect with our dedicated support team at support@nsetech.com for any questions, comments, or suggestions. Thanks again for taking the time to invest in your cybersecurity knowledge through our training video. Stay safe, stay secure, and stay cyber aware.